wanted to share with you our book for our upcoming marriage cruise. Super excited. I don't think, including us, couples spend nearly enough time having those deep, meaningful conversations. And books are a great way to go about doing that. I know most of you, if you're anything like Wes and I, we've been married for 22 years. And if we're not careful, a lot of our communication can be strategic. What's for dinner? Who's picking up the kids? What's our schedule look like? What events do we have going on? What bills need to get paid, right? And so we can go about our day, even though we spend a ton of time together, working together in business, being very operational. Reading books like this together really help us deepen our conversation, help us discuss topics that maybe we don't get to on a regular basis, help us check in as a couple and in our marriage. And so as part of our marriage cruise, prior to the cruise, we will be doing a book club on praying circles around your marriage.
The cool thing about these chapters too is it swaps back and forth between husband and wife. And you looked at me weird.
Did I? I'm sorry.
Okay. Chapter 1 kicks off with the husband talking about the vision circle. What do we see for our relationship, for our future, for our family? Where are we going? What are we seeing? The war circle. How are we going to war? What are we believing for? What are we pressing into?
How are we fighting together and not at each other?
Yes.
Right? It's so important.
Yeah, so important. What's our battle cry together? What are we charging for? The romance circle. That can be so easy, as Christy said, as we get into strategic things, or we just become life partners, or even worse, just roommates. The dance circle. How are we filling in for each other? As we are dancing, there's a rhythm with that. So as you can dance and you're not stepping on each other's feet, you're not bumping into each other's heads, but you're actually have this beautiful rhythm where you're able to dance together is amazing.
What I love about that one too is, I don't know, just like ice skating or dancing, when you see professionals do it, it looks effortless.
Yeah.
And the truth is it isn't, right? It took them a lot of practicing, a lot of skill to get to that point. And I think dancing with your partner is the same way, right? It comes with practice.
The fifth circle in praying circles around your marriage is the support circle. What does your support look like for you as a couple? Who's in your world? Who are you letting have a voice at your table? Who is investing in you? All those kind of things. That support circle can be so impactful that when you have questions, looking for answers, want insight, just who is in your support circle. The storm circle, what are we doing to pray around our marriage when we are going through a storm? We know it's going to come. Every 10 years, the stats say you're going to have a major life event, at least one, whether that's a big job change, a loss in the family, a bankruptcy, or like those kind of things. Just big life events happen in our lives, and how are we there for each other during the storms? How are we believing through the storm? So that's a big one. The last one is the legacy circle. Who's next? What's next? And in our life, what kind of legacy are we leaving? And so many times with legacy, we tend to think financial things first, and while that is a powerful thing to be able to do, even more important is, what are you doing to invest in your legacy for other people's relationships and their marriages, and whether it's your kids, your direct family, your church family, your work family, like whatever that is. How are you leaving a legacy of people just being better at relationships and really loving well, loving fully, loving graciously? And Christy's going to share some excerpts, some good questions in that chapter particularly.
We all want to be mentored or have people in our life that add value, but often we don't take time to think about who are we mentoring in life and business, in spiritual things, right? And so we believe you reap what you sow. And so I think it's important for us to think about, who are we surrounding ourselves with and who are we investing in? And the importance of things like this cruise, with surrounding yourself with other like-minded couples who are passionate about their marriages. It doesn't mean they're perfect. Here's some questions for you. What couples are you investing in? Who are you learning from? You want both, right? There should be some couples you're investing in, and then there should be some couples that are investing in you. What friendships are we building with single people? We're not going to leave out our single ladies, okay? What relationship do we have with people who are older and younger than us, right? In different seasons of life. They've been through the storms, they've been through the joys and challenges of raising kids. And so, are we diversified in the voices that we're listening to? And how are we crossing lines of division in relationships? So, how are we open to conversations in differences? Just having variety in our relationships and in our conversations are so important. So, this marriage cruise and this book is just a great way for us to exercise that, to not only be investing in ourselves as a couple, to not only have some amazing people who are going to be investing in us and our relationship, but also for us and for you to invest in others. It can feel like a lonely journey. Sometimes you could feel like, especially when you're going through seasons of trials, when everything else and everyone else seems to have it all put together, can feel isolating. But the truth is, we all go through those valleys and those seasons. And the key is doing it together and praying those circles around your marriage. And so we hope you consider joining us. We'd love to have you as part of this book club and on the cruise ship. Registration is closing super fast. So we don't have much time left. So be sure to reach out if you need additional information, and we hope to see you there.